Greetings and welcome back to Factorio. I'm Dgray and today we'll continue towards getting our accumulators, which we should get in this episode, and then we'll start to work towards science. But before we get there, I just noticed kind of a problem we have with our setup here, and it all comes down to the way we are mixing or merging these belts. Because we're doing it with undergrounds, it can't really figure out what to do. So we kind of just have to fix it like this. And doing an underground here. We'll have to do the same here. And luckily it's easy to do. Just like that. And then the last one over here is the last one we need. Just like that. And let's just skip the underground. So that should get all of this up and running again. Since... yeah, I forgot that this kind of balancer doesn't balance to both sides of the belt. It just kind of balances so each belt gets the same out from the same side. So if any of you know a design that also balances between both sides, I'd be very interested in seeing one. We might have to balance it before then to get that effect. But you guys might have a cooler design since you are a lot smarter than I am. Proven many times in the comments. But on to the important part of this episode. So, accumulators. As I said earlier, the reason for getting this done is pretty much to solve our entire power situation. Since as soon as I start to expand into science, and so such, we need to have our power up and running without any issues. So we'll definitely need accumulators for that. That will make that entire process a lot easier. So to do that, heavy coil, high capacity battery. So let's make the heavy coil first. Since this is used for a lot of science, let's give it its own cell for now, or at least its own quadrant of a cell. So I think I'll just make it down here. It doesn't really matter how much we have to travel it around at the moment. So if we do inputs somewhere around here, I think that might be good. So what is it we need? Here it is. We'll need cables and we'll need steel tube. To get the steel cables and the steel or the copper cables, I'll probably just take in the raw ore and transform it, since that will have the amount of trains we need. The steel tube we'll just transport in from somewhere else, since I think that'll be a good way to do it. Or we can make it on site. I don't know what is going to be the best solution yet, since I haven't really thought out a design yet. So let's just check the cables first. I think for those we can do it like this, and then we'll have, first things first, we'll need to get, you see, this one is made with that, and this one is made with what's called input, but double output. So we'll have to do it something like this. Can we make it look pretty somehow? Oh yeah, if we do it like this instead, and make this look pretty. What is a good way to do this? Because you want, I had pretty much just one going to two. And then we'll have to make one that makes so something like this with inputs of copper coming in. Making two of these, that goes into one of these, that outputs wire at 2 per second. Is that right? Oh, I have a hard time looking at these, how they would look. Because I can see it in, so yeah, it does 2 per second, I think. It looks so weird looking at that. Produces 2 rods. Produces... oh, it's because it doesn't have... that's why it doesn't have the cable in these. The mod might have updated to this. I haven't checked yet. But I might do that for next episode if they incorporated that. But if we look at this, what we want to make is Where's it at? These. And they'll need 32 copper cables. So what is a good way to do this? Oh, that's hard to getting a correct ratio. We could just build it all and just... or build some of it. What is a good solution? We could just put down more machines than we need. Will mess up the ratios a bit. So how many do we need to support one of these? And if I just take it in by train, it's a lot easier. Because I don't think I need that many. But copper cable we're just producing right here at the moment. And I think, yeah, this is picking up copper cables as well. We are limiting it to 5k at the moment. Might have to increase that then if you want to transport this by belt. Or by train, sorry. Or we could do it like this and get the other two. Yeah, we might get the other two by train instead. So this one. You'll need 32. Let's see how we do this. They can go on a belt like this. I think that's the best way to do it. Might get a fast one right here. So input here, and then we can do these like that. So this needs, what is that? 4 a second. These produces 2 per second, so is 2 of these enough for one of these? Ah. So will we be able to do this? Or am I ratio completely off? Something like that. And then we'll need one belt coming in where we can mix the other two. The steel tubes and the steel cable. Will that actually work? Because if that is true, then we can do one in and that one out to an output belt over here. And then we can do this times 2, pretty much taking, oh, we need to move this over 1. Please go over here instead. So something like this, and then we can flip it, doing one down here as well. So something like that is what I'm thinking as a design. Would that actually work? And then just flip it for the other side. Because then I want to do that and that. Here and one in, one in. And power. Let's probably do power here, here. Oh, that's not. Oh yeah, that could work. And here and here. Looks somewhat decent. Doesn't look half bad, but that should be the correct ratio in. Also, you're probably gonna tell me in the comments as always that I don't focus enough on ratios. So that will mean we'll have an input, 2 things in right here. Because I don't want to do the same on 2 of them. So one requesting. Let's just do it just to get some things to get delivered. So we have one in here. We will have one in over here. And then we'll have it go down. Let's see, let's just move this over to the side. What if we have this belt right here in the middle? I think this is somewhat in the middle. You know, always expand up and down, and then we'll just flip it like that. Or build it again so it looks a bit better. Yeah, so we want these two here. Wait, oh, that's the same. So we can actually do that, because that has to be the same way. And then we'll leave these 4 back here. We'll have to get this in the middle. Going that way instead. How will this work? And then we'll have these two on the back side. Just like that. Taking things this way. And then a belt. I have a feeling that I'm forgetting something very important, but I'll probably see that in just a minute. Ugh, that looks horrible with these wires. Why is that so bad? Why is that looking so horrible? We can probably skip these then. That powers that. That connects up this way. This will power these. We are missing one right here, it seems. So something like this. And then we'll need 3 inputs. We'll need the copper. We'll need the 2 steel. Or we can just get the 3 from here. And then we just make a huge production right here in case we need more for I think what is going to be science. If you look at the COIL, yeah, it is used for utility science, so it might be a good idea to have an entire cell just producing these, since we are quite close to having that up and running. So yeah, let's do that just to be on the safe side. So now we want the items in. We can just grab the copper up here. I think that'll be good. Please request copper. Negative. Let's just do 15. I don't know if any of you read the comments last episode or saw what I asked last episode about a better design for doing this. It's not important if it's just from a place where it only supplies one kind of item or one kind of product. But if it has more products, it might become an issue. Then we want tubes right here. I think 15 might be overkill. Let's just get 5,000 steel tubes. That should get delivered as well. And then down here we'll just take the copper. No, not the copper, sorry, the steel wire. Because I don't really want to make that on site. I think that is gonna be bad. Or no, let's do it like this. That'll make a design a lot easier for us. Or no. Let's do this. Let's not make it more complicated yet. We can always do that in a later episode. Steel cable, negative 5,000. So hopefully all of this can get delivered. It doesn't seem like anything is going yet. Is that because we have no... Why ain't any trains running? Don't we have any steel items out? Where's the iron, sorry? Steel? We do have steel tubes. Oh! Oh, why? Oh, I was looking in the wrong place. I was like, why is that coming? Did I really put them on off? Is that real the... No, that's... That doesn't make any sense, does it? They should all be on. And they should request the items we need. That one is off. Say what? And these are going. Oh, there we are. Now it's going. It seems like something might have been jamming up these. Might have other... Okay, that is very strange. We'll just keep building and see if it doesn't sort itself out at some point. But for now, can we fit in one more right here? I think that will be fine to do. Can we fit in one below as well? We can. Don't know if it's overkill. Let's just do this for now. And get all of this built. And then I'm quite excited to see if this will work as soon as all of this gets delivered. If you do know why this is not working, please write so in the comments. And see if you can figure it out before I do. Because right now there's no reason why it shouldn't be working. Okay. Might be because... yeah, hopefully it will get delivered at some point. But that is so strange. Oh well. Time to put down a few balances right here. Let me just do it along these lines. So you'll go this way. That way. Jump. Jump, jump, jump. That's one of them hooked up. Then this one, we could actually do the same with that one. Pretty much just, it might be a good idea to do on the balancing like this. I don't know why I haven't thought about that before. Can I then just steal this? Oh, it goes the other way, so I can't just steal it like that. But in theory, it is the same problem. So there with there. Here comes a train with some of it. That's all the copper we need. There we are. And now we can merge this back in. Oh, this is so strange. Oh, it's because... oh. That's why. If I do that, yellow. Ah. God, I'm so dumb once in a while. Oh, I completely forgot about that little limit we have right there. As I said, it's a 3K instead. Then we should be good. Now we should this turn yellow as well quite soon. So now we can hook it all up. Sometimes I amaze myself by how stupid I can be. But 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can just do it. Can we fit it in right here? What if we do it like this? Saying, whoops, there to here, and then this one can go down like that, and this one is of course not going to fit in. There's always some problem. That is fine for now. So now all the items coming in. Here is our copper. We'll need it on both sides, so pretty much 2 out should be enough. We can just get 1 for each of them. 1 here, 1 here. There we are. Another 1. This is definitely going to be enough copper, I think. But let's just go overkill with it. And I might need to get more belts at a time. Let's get a bit of power up and running. Now we have power to everything. Everything's outputting and collecting at the right places. So look at that. That's going to give us the copper. Oh, wait. Please say craft speed 1. Okay, this is the same crafting speed. I just thought I made a huge mistake. So that is all the copper cable delivered. Now we just need the tubes and the wires. And they will be merged to one build here in the middle. It will be this one. So in theory, we just need to do this. Take one from down here. I most definitely need, what's it called, more belts on me. And let's try that. That should be enough to get this up and running. Steel tubes are coming in. 48 seconds. We can always upgrade it to what's it called, red belts if needed. Now we just need the wire from down here. And then we can do a nice output, or we could just drag it all the way down, making a long one. Ah ha ha. Look at this, guys. Oh, that's gonna be cool. I have a feeling that this is overkill in terms of what we need. But I think it looks quite cool. And we are starting to build big. So let's the output train. Oh, we need the train stations first. There we are. Output train. A little balancer, please. There we are. Let's just say 3. Stupid thing. Get all of you cleared out. Let's probably do one for my entire base at some point in the future. There we are. And then we'll just cut off these 2 and say the output is this one. Whoops. There. And then this should work now. Here comes the cables. Oh, look at this, guys. This looks bloody brilliant. Have I been a genius? Or have I made a huge mistake? Oh, look at that. I'm guessing something about the wire is gonna screw me up. It's only gonna go halfway down the belt. I can already see that happening. But right now it's stacking up. We might be able to get further down. And we might have to go red belts as well. Let's just watch this for a minute. Oh wait, we should probably put a limit on how many of these we produce. I think 5k will be enough. That's become somewhat of a staple of mine, doing 5k or 15k. So here, and say if, where is it at? There we are. If this one is less than 5,000, then it'll go. And look at that, guys. Oh, we are producing quite a bit, but I can already say we will definitely need to upgrade this to a red belt. Let's just do that right away, since I can feel that is gonna be very much necessary. So please do upgrade you. Here, all that. And this entire one down here. And see how far down we can get. Let's just stop right here. I don't think we need to upgrade further down. Since, yeah. But look at, oh, I think this is quite beautiful. Here's the red belts. A lot more is flowing in now. Look at that. How far down are they getting now? Are they getting all the way? They're probably not going to get all the way to the end, but let's just see. They should get, in theory, and in practice, it should get, in theory, it should get twice as far down as before. So this should double our output. And then we should just get the blue belts at one point. Oh, it goes all the way to the yellow belt now. So look at that. We are producing quite a bit of heavy coil. And now that we have the heavy coil, we are just batteries away. So we'll just let this run now. Let's just mark this as that part. But look at that. Is it going to go all the way to the end? It is. Oh! Well, we'll look at this at the end of the episode again. And if I forget, do remind me. Because there's a chance. So, now to set up the last thing we need for accumulators. That is just going to right here. Because we want to produce the accumulators in base. And to do that, we'll just need 2 inputs. We'll need the sulfuric acid in. And I think that is about it. or about it. Let's just do our trash above 200 instead, so the robots don't go all over the place. Because if you just do an input here now, so doing the same as this one, just with sulfuric acid, and I can see this is overkill, but this is what I have planned. Let's see, stations. Oh, I love it when a plan comes together. We like fluids in, because last episode we made our sulfuric acid. Up here, did we mark it with anything on the map? We didn't, so we'll have to have 2 marks right here. We'll have the sulfuric acid. Where's it at? Where's it at? There we are. Sulfuric acid, and we'll want the sulfur. Good. So these are the things we're making here. We have some stored up, ready to be delivered to this one. I would like to get sulfur instead, please. Right here, get 100k. Turn yellow. Turn yellow. It'll turn yellow at some point. It never works when I want it to. Oh, it's so sad. But let's just copy this little setup here. And we can just do the input from the top. I might do a bit less than this. We can just do 4 for now. Whoops. Copy this part. Flip it around. And let's just take it all the way over here. Line it up right there. And then we just need to hook this up. There we are. Look at that nice yellow glow. And let's just move it down 1 to make this a bit easier for ourselves. No, it's not. Oh yeah, there we are. Was the same place as before it was. So we'll just take it around a bit. So look at that stupid thing right there. In our way, but there we are. That'll be sulfur in. And then in this one, if you look at sulfur, I think it's easy to do it like this. These are the 3 things we need. I think they are a bit delivered to the other side of this thing. But sulfur is used for batteries and a high use of both of them. So we can actually both make the battery and the high capacity battery here. And those are extremely important. So let's see here. Let's just get our normal battery and let's get our high capacity battery over here. Connect it up, please request. And we need to get 10 plates in. I haven't done that yet. But this one has everything it needs. And look at that. That's the high one. And over here, so we need to go request what's it called? Tin plates and the coils. And then we should have accumulators running. Oh, that is good. That is good. Let's see here. Let's get... I don't know if 2000 is too many, but let's just request 2000 as we've done already. And then we'll do 2000 tin plates. Tin plates, negative 2000. And one of you said that, or suggested that, and thank you for that, that if I run out of room here, I can always change these to active providers instead and just hook these up to Logistic network. I could do that, but I'd rather not. I love having the robots separate like this and having these mix things here. I can always do another one in. And the reason for that is that if I start to do active providers here, they'll go down into our storage. And I don't really want to have them in the storage. I think that is a bit cheating still in terms of what I want to do with this Let's Play. So if we look at accumulators, we now have the batteries, we have the heavy coils, and we should, we need to upgrade what it needs, just like that. It needs the junction boxes as well. So now it just needs coils. And as soon as we have 2000 down here, it will supply it to us. And that won't take that long. And look at that. We actually filled up the entire belt. I did not expect that. Oh, I'm in love with this design. Though I know that some of you guys can probably do a lot better, but that is, in terms of what I normally design, in the good end. So, I think this is a very, very good place to stop. Next episode, we will have the accumulators up and running, and I kind of want to set it up. Not that I need it yet, but one of the other things we'll do next episode is also set up our science. Because we have everything being produced right now for all of these except reinforced titanium plates. So that's the last thing we need to produce production science. And if we look at that recipe, we'll just need titanium. Oh, yeah, titanium plates and rivets. And this one is just made, see right here, there we are. It's just an advanced furnace. And our advanced furnace, I don't think it's, oh yeah, we crafted those when we got, what's it called, the graphene electrode. So next episode we'll set up titanium smelting, which will lead us into doing science again for the first time in, what has it been, 25 episodes or something like that. But I think that has been necessary to get the base up and running and not just cut it off wherever I think it would have been easiest. I like to build big, and this is a good start to that. But if you enjoyed this, I'm actually enjoying this a lot. Please like and subscribe, and do comment as well. Give me all the interaction you can, since that will help me and my channel out a lot. So yeah, thank you for that. But as always, I've been Dgray, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye guys.